Right, we are here the night before Sports Bike of the Year, and we are fitting the control tyre to a lot of our bikes. Now this is the Bridgestone R10, and it's been our control tyre for a few years, and we love these things. Now, not only are they really sticky and really grippy, but one thing we love about them is they last. And you know, I've had a load of friends suggest when they do 2-day track day abroad, what tyre shall I buy? And I've pointed them in this direction just because they last so long. We've got Gary here from Bridgestone. Gary, tell me a little bit more about these tyres. Why do they seem to last so much longer than other track day tyres?
It all stems down from MotoGP, Biggs, really. You know, we've just been discussing in there. And when you have to make tyres to suit 22 different riders and, you know, 22 different setups, 11 different bikes, and you know, there's probably 2 seconds between the front and the back. We can then use that technology, or we have used the technology, and we can just filter it down basically into the track day tyres, into the race tyres, and of course into the road tyres as well.
Because I remember when we used these for the first time, we were at a little track called Portimao in Spain, the figure of 8 circuit, and the Aprilia RSV4 did 224 laps.
Yeah.
And on its 210th lap, it was only 2.1 or 2.2 seconds slower than lap 10 or something, whenever we did the time. That's phenomenal, isn't it?
It is phenomenal, and I know 2 seconds in racing terms is a long time, but what the thing is even though it's 2 seconds a lap slower, it's still hugely predictable.
Yeah.
You know what it's going to do. It talks to you. Yeah. So you can get to that 2 seconds behind very, very easily still.
Yeah. Now you do different compounds in this, obviously, and we use the hard compound.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you just kind of say to people, it's hard, but if you're away on a sunny track day, it's going to warm up really fast, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I mean,
just to interrupt, I know most of us will knee down halfway around the lap, and we're not using tyre warmers.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, usually when we're here.
Yeah.
So that is really good. But what we want to do is, it's all right for us to just say, these can last you 2 days on track. It's easy for us to say that, and you just technically have to believe us. So what we're going to do is take this R10 here, which we're going to call RT, see what we did there, just to, you know, to humanise it a little bit. And we're going to fit it to this Panigale, which is one of the most evil, recalcitrant, crazy bikes ever, just especially around here at Portimao. You know, now these Bridgestones, we've had them on this bike before, and they do actually make it a little bit more stable, but she still bucks, she still weaves, and she puts the tyres through a hell of a lot of things. So what we're going to do is stick them on, scrub them in. We're going to send Fagan out to do a fast lap, and then at the end of day 2, so after 2 days of 7 or 8 people rinsing the life out of it, we're going to send him out again to see what that kind of drop-off is, and we'll tell you how many laps it's done and what conditions. I mean, it was 30 degrees today, and it looks like it's going to be the same tomorrow, so that's really hot conditions. And it just goes to prove that these tyres, this is why we use them. It's not just because he's a nice guy. He isn't really, joking, mate. But it's because these tyres are just so bloody good, and they last. And so we're not having to throw. We know people that throw sets of tyres. People do it, don't they, on track days?
You do, yeah. There's no need. You can fit a pair of these and 2 or 3 day track day. Perfect.
Yeah, and I know that a friend of mine lent his bike to somebody recently at Aragon. They fitted this, and this guy was next racer, and he came in and said, the slicks on that bike are really good. And they weren't, they were R10s.
Yeah.
Yeah. One more question though, because we do get asked this a lot. So before RT gets fitted to the bike by Mr. Paul Traylon, why don't you do a 200 section? Because we're seeing 200 sections and people go, oh, I want a 200 section. You don't need it, do you? You
don't, no. It's all about the contact patch and the profile of the tyre, you know. When we were in MotoGP, we ran 190s, 196 fitters I think they were, and it's only just recently that we've got 200 in the VO2s. So these were introduced 4 or 5 years ago, before really 200 sort of became fashionable, if you like. So it's probably more down to fashion than it is more down to actual performance.
Yeah, because there isn't, between these, because of the technology you've got in the sidewalls and how the carcass works, there's not actually a massive difference if you did this in a 200, is there, with the contact patch?
No, not at all. You probably get a bigger contact patch from this anyway.
Yeah, so if you've got a 200 section tired bike, honestly, a 190, it really won't hurt. And we've been using these for years on 200 section bikes, and they're all 190s, and we've had an absolute whale of a time.
You also got to remember that, you know, this is designed for racing, whereas a 200 section road tyre is designed for the road.
You say that though, but I know for a fact I've ridden these on the
Yeah.
road, haven't I, for thousands?
Yeah, absolutely.
Even through winter.
Yeah, but it is designed as a track tyre, so it's designed to give maximum grip at full lean angle.
Yeah.
Whereas a road tyre is designed to do many other things as well. So they're asked to do different jobs.
Yeah. Anyway, right. So let's get RT on and start putting it through the rinser. Right. RT the R10's all nice and scrubbed in now. So what we're going to do is send Mr. Fagan out on it. Now she's only done 2 or 3 laps to get her scrubbed in. Send him out, do a fast lap, and then tomorrow, when this bike's been out for 2 days, I'll do another lap, and we'll see what the difference is after the tyre's been used loads. So yeah, over to the fast man. The fat man, sorry.
What?
The fat fast man.
Yep.
Fat but fast.
Move your helmet, guys.
Don't touch his helmet.
Far too much helmet touching going on here. Yeah. it's the end of day 2, and we have put Artie, the R10, through. Yeah, we've put it through hell. I pretty much lapped on this bike more than anything else. It's done about 330 miles, 116, I think 117 laps. That's a huge amount of laps. If you think about how many laps you normally get into a 15 or a 20-minute session, that's that is 2 days worth easy. And we sent Alistair out earlier to do a lap time, and I'm pretty sure it was a 156.8. We sent him out with about 110 laps. And he did a mid kind of 150, I think it was a 158.5 or a 158.6. Personally speaking, I actually went quicker on this, literally the last time I rode it, than I'd been the last 2 days, because I found that this bike actually, because these have got so much grip, haven't they?
Yeah, it's a super sport racing tyre, isn't it? So when you put it onto a standard road bike, you're sort of overwhelming it, if you like. So as the grip's decreased, the bike's performance has probably increased.
Yeah, exactly. And it really did. I mean, I didn't go faster, and I was absolutely loving it. I mean, when you have a close look at the tyre, the wear pattern is perfect all the way around. There's no big lines, no big tears through it. What is that this MotoGP technology you were talking about?
No, I think it's just the circuit, really. It's a very lefty-righty circuit, equal number of corners, isn't there? Other than the last corner, which is a stupidly fast right-hander, but the rest of the circuit is quite flip-flop. So it does will wear it quite uniform pattern, if you like.
Yeah, and I mean, the interesting thing is we've had some other people kind of riding on them here. The guys have loved the R10s. Quite a few people have loved the R10s, including Mr. Paul Traylon, who's going to get up. I can't hint anymore, Paul, mate, quite frankly.
Yeah. I think one of the important things you have to remember, though, is even though it's a super sport, super stock racing tyre, we've not used tyre warmers over 2 days. So that tyre, or both the front and the rears, have been through, I don't know, we haven't calculated
30?
how many heat cycles, but yeah, probably 25 to 30 heat cycles, where we all know that that's usually a detrimental sort of action that you can do with a race product. But it just goes to show how durable and how easy to use the R10s are.
I couldn't agree more, mate. I mean, Paul, you do a lot of you're a normal biker, inverted commas, really?
Kinda.
Kinda?
With a bit of racing.
Yeah, with a bit of racing. And you do a lot of track days, you go board, don't you, and do bits and pieces?
Yeah. As much as I can, yeah.
You'd be happy to do two whole days on those?
Yeah. I rode it yesterday when they were fresh, today again when they weren't so fresh, and it's scrubbed into the bike almost. It's improved. As happy today, if not happier than I was yesterday.
Mate, I completely agree with you. So the most amazing thing about these tyres for me isn't the rear, which has just lasted ridiculously well. It's the front tyre. I tried really hard, and I was pushing and pushing, 110 laps, 111 laps, 112 laps, thinking surely I'm just going to crash. And it just gripped and gripped and gripped and gripped and gripped. And this is obviously all that stuff you learnt when you used to go racing in some series, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. We know that the Bridgestone front is phenomenal.
Yes.
We know that top class, high level motorcycle racers do enjoy using a Bridgestone front, and so do you.
Yeah, mate, I really, really do. So seriously, if you're looking for a tyre, if you're a little bit short of cash and you're not a person who can throw a fresh set of tyres, at each session, because people do, and you're looking to go away and enjoy 2 days on track, you really, honest to goodness, these will last you 2 days. They are really amazing. Right, okay, so that's pretty much it. We just wanted to shout about these tyres because we've used them for years and they're absolutely brilliant, and we really think more people should give them a go because they'll last some time. But what we want you to do is to go out, buy some, try them out, and get back in touch with us. Let us know what you think of the R10s or any other tyre, in fact, because your feedback is really important. But we're posting this on Facebook, okay? So the marvellous Gary here has just said the best comment that comes out about this video will win a set of R10 tyres. So think of something funny to say. Don't be too rude to us. We're sensitive-ish. Okay. Think of something really funny to say. Comment it, and you could win a set yourself. So then you can go do a nice track day somewhere, and you can actually see what we're talking about. But the only caveat is you've got to get in touch and let us know how they are. All right.